So for week number 2, I'm going to introduce doing our center circles and rolling the hind quarters. This whole idea of the checklist, our groundwork checklist, our riding checklist, this is so important. And so every day I'll start with the very first step. That's clearing the front, then I'll go to our centered circles. And today, here in a moment, I'm going to add in rolling the hind quarters. And I'll build upon that every single session. So I'll go ahead and clear the front again here, going to my right. I'll walk, there you go. Get my circle going here. Okay. Now I'm going to introduce this rolling the hind quarters here. So as I'm going this circle, make sure that you take note not to move on to the next step until that one piece is decent. I'm not saying it has to be perfect, but my circles are pretty decent here. So what I'm going to do, and this is key, I'm going to slide up this lead rope. See how that kind of scared her when I moved? I'll slide up that lead rope. That's a pre-signal. And now, instead of walking to the shoulder, I'm going to start walking to the hind quarters here. Like that. So if you saw there, the inside hind leg coming over and in front of the outside hind leg. Now you see how she's kind of touchy? She's kind of bothered by this. So I wouldn't move on to the next piece until this piece was going pretty decent. Okay, so I'm not going to go on to the other side until this side has some understanding. Okay, I might come in here, I'm going to roll the hinds again. So I pick up on that rein, I'm walking toward that hip. I'm looking for that inside hind to step over and in front of the outside hind nice and smooth. I'd like her to pivot a little bit on that inside front foot. Her outside front foot, so in this case her left front, ought to be stepping forward with that inside hind. So those will kind of be in line. Now that was a better transition back to our circle. So I'll stop her there and let her soak on that. Let's work on this left side now. I'll clear the front here. Nice reach with that right front foot. I'll get my circle flowing nice. There we go. Try to get this smooth. I want to be able to do all these things on a loose rein, including rolling the hind quarters. I shouldn't have to pick up on that rein and have her, there shouldn't be any tension on that rein when I go to roll the hinds. Now that's a nice circle here. Let's see if we can't make a little change and roll the hinds. I'll slide up this rein. I'll start walking to this hip. See how she had a little bit of fear there? She kind of switched her tail a bit. And she's blocking me a bit with this front end. You see how she wants to face up here? That's better. I'll send her back to her circle there. I'll probably let her soak on that. So you've all heard of ending on a good note. End every moment on a good note. Moment by moment by moment. Just keep it real simple in the beginning. Keep your energy pretty easy going here. Now your mule might not be as touchy as Dally. Your mule might be a bit more dull. And you may have to use this flag a bit more. So say you went and roll the hind quarters and that mule just go on to stop. Well, you'd have to come in there with your flag a bit or with the tail end of your rein. Okay? If they're more touchy, more sensitive than Dally, well, just do a little less. So again, like we talked about in week 1, you need to be able to adjust to fit your mule. You need to adjust. Okay? All right, I'll slide up this rein again. I kind of pick up that rein and point toward her back a bit, kind of point toward her tail. That's better. Back to our circle we go. I could just do this piece over and over. This is one of the very beginning pieces we're going to do when we get to riding. And so the better I can get this on the ground, the easier it's going to be for me when I get to riding. So we'll keep working on this all week long. I'll keep going through each step day by day, try to get it better as we go. And then next week I'll give you another update and give you the next piece on the checklist. Good job, Dally. Thanks for watching. God bless.